One of the greatest tragedies in life is to see good-hearted, well-intentioned efforts, actions that end up in failure. Especially when you are the person involved or you know the people involved and know they really tried. It can be heartbreaking, but that's when you don't know the road to success has nothing to do with good intention. And the 6 things that you need to do to succeed, whether you lack good intentions or not, is what will help turn your good heart into good success and not let you be a good-hearted failure.
It's my East China. I'm an expert global business solutions expert and your real estate success strategist known as the mayor of House Business Channel, where I discuss only business and you can do business directly with me, called My Ace TV, and you can check it out right here. This channel is my personal contribution channel where I'll be giving you exceptional values on business, personal finance, personal development, and life success. And I'll be doing that with a lot of fun because my one word is fun. And I always seek, teach, inspire, create, collaborate. You can just call me the contributor. Join the exceptional 5% that will watch this video to the end because you're very special people and you're rare. Welcome on board. Let's learn to grow rich together. Welcome to my daily insights into my daily quotes with my ace, where I give you a longer, deeper insight into my daily quotes for deeper secrets for your accelerated result. And today's quote says, actions prove intentions. One of the richest places in the world that has all the best intentions, best inventions, best of all kinds of treasures that never were produced in the world because the people had all the good intentions to produce them but never produced them, is the cemetery. And there's a very popular quote that said, hell is filled with good intention. So you think something good, you intend something good, you plan something good, but you never get to do something good. You will still never get the reward for something good and you will never be regarded as good. The only thing that validates what it's in your heart is what you do with your actions. So we don't see the human heart, and the creator made it that intriguing that you can only see the human actions, and from their actions we'll know what is in your heart. And one of the most disheartening failure is when you do your best from your heart. You had the best intentions and you failed, and instead of learning from it and going ahead, you continue to sustain your good heart, good intention without translating it to successful action. And these 6 intentions are some of the best 6 intentions in the world that people have, but very few can translate into action, and only action will give you profit. So if you really want to be a success, this is how to prove your intention. The first intention to prove is your intention to change. Change is a must, but the most undesirable change comes from inaction. Whether we take action, we will change. We don't take action, we will change. But the most undesirable change is when we don't take action. So it's better we take action and change. And most times we want to change, but we find that we can't change because of one tiny thing called self-discipline. Even in the Bible, Paul says that the things I wish to do, I don't do. The things I don't want to do, I do. So without self-discipline, your good intentions to change will never lead to your change. And self-discipline is simply doing what you need to do to change, whether you feel like it or not. And talking about feelings, the second intention that most people surprisingly waste so much is love intentions. God is love, and most of us have been created in the image of God to love. Love is so beautiful that there's no language or creed in the world that love is not accepted
But many times we intend to love, but we never love because we are scared of two things: our actions being misunderstood and the love not being reciprocated. So I found out that love is not something you expect. Love is not something you understand. Love is simply something you express. And an unexpressed love is like an undelivered package. Imagine I buy this gift, wrap it, write your name on it, and instead of sending it to the delivery to be delivered to you, I throw it right under my bed. There's no way on earth you will ever know I got you this bike. And that's how unexpressed love is. And because most people expect love and don't express love, that's the cause of all the vices, all the wars, and all the crises in the world. But with all your change and with all your love, if you don't have integrity, you are nothing. And that's another wasted intention. The intention for integrity. You think it, you say it, it is your value, you even value it. But when it is time, you compromise it. Compromising on what you believe to be right and doing what is not right that you accept because of compromise or weakness is the greatest waste of good intentions. Number 4, where the rubber meets the road that determines whether you be rich or poor. And the difference between the rich and the poor is the intention to save and invest, because we all have intentions to save and invest, and the rich and the poor want to save and invest. And the difference between the rich and the poor is the rich save and invest, the poor want to save and invest. And why? The rich save and invest with their first income. It's called paying themselves first. They put aside the money for their investment. Immediately they get money first. The poor pay themselves last and hope to invest later. And because it's later, the money is vulnerable and they end up burning it for other justified emergencies. And they have the good intention to save and invest. And some even have the wonderful, palpable, disciplined, good intention to actually save, but don't turn their savings into investment and allow their good intentions to save other people that are in emergencies, and they use their savings for emergencies and never invest and remain poor. And the second intention that is causing all the crisis and depression and emotional tension in the world is emotional intelligence intention. You know you are not meant to shout. You know you are not meant to get angry. You know you're not meant to sulk. You know you are not meant to feel disappointed and depressed. But because you've not trained your emotions, you have all the good intention, but you find yourself sinking in the hole of emotional weakness and depression. It is only those that have trained their emotions to express what they intend to express and not what the stimulus or the surrounding wants them to express. One of the best books that teaches us emotional intelligence, apart from the book Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Coleman, is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, that teaches you how to respond with your emotion and not how to react with your emotion, because response is a stronger emotion than reaction, and that's why it's called responsibility. Your ability to respond is called responsibility, and that's one of the greatest emotions in the world. And you can only take in a responsibility when you master the last intention, which is the intention to be consistent. We are what we repeatedly do, so quality is not an act, it's a lifestyle, according to Socrates. You are what you repeatedly do, and all of us want to repeatedly do excellent things, repeatedly do valuable things, repeatedly do productive things, but we'll find ourselves losing the responsibility of being consistent with our actions because these other 5 things, either our intention to change failed us, or our love intention failed us, or our integrity intentions were compromised, or our savings and investment intentions were compromised, or our emotional intelligence were compromised, and we find ourselves saying we'll do it every day, but we'll end up doing it once in a while, saying we'll do it every day, and we'll end up doing it rarely. If you can do these 6 things and change intention into change achieved, love intention into love expressed, integrity intention into integrity tested and standing, savings investment intention into savings made and investments made, emotional intelligence into emotions controlled in response and not reaction, and consistency intentions into doing it daily, whether you feel like it or not. Then you turn your life from being a good-hearted failure to a good-hearted success, because these good intention failures, once you avoid them, you'll not only get good intended success, but you'll be an endangered species of Homo sapien that has learned to combine success with goodwill and character. So tell me in the comment below, which of these 6 good intentions do you have that you are not presently turning to action? Like, as much as I'm a wonderful investor and a wonderful lover, one of the greatest places I fail, surprisingly, is emotional intelligence. I have the emotional intelligence to be nice and loving, but one tiny part of emotional intelligence, which is listening calmly, especially when I know you are saying rubbish, and still be patient to listen to your rubbish. I find that that's so difficult, and I'm failing in that intention. Even when I tell myself, my ace, listen, calm down, don't respond. Once you start going off track or saying rubbish, I don't know how I just lose my patience and just tell you, please, if that's what you want to say, I don't have the time. I tend to lose patience for listening, and I'm working on turning my emotional intelligence intention from being to be a good listener. So I would like to read your comments below, which of them you are feeling. And remember, our quote for the day says, action proves intention. And that's why you shouldn't advise anybody with mere words, but with action. And to see the best people that to take advice from, and not just taking advice from so-called experts, click on the video above, and I'll see you on the other side.
Hey, Lele, it is super duper amazing that you found my content valuable enough for you to watch till the end. Only 5% of exceptional people do that. You're exceptional, and I deeply love and appreciate you. Hey, Lele, don't just watch to learn, watch to take action. And the first action is subscribe and hit the notification button so you don't miss any of our daily value action. Remember, only doers are winners.